Hey, welcome back. We're going to discuss our core computing services. Mainly, elastic compute is the first and most important compute option within AWS. So, Elastic Compute Cloud, or EC2, wasn't the first service announced by AWS, but once it showed up in 2006, it became the obvious cornerstone for many cloud deployments. EC2 faithfully mirrors the functionality of traditional on-premise data centers. You provision and launch virtual servers known as instance to run the same kinds of application workloads that you would once have kept legacy servers busy in your data center. Right. To get your virtual machine instance running, you first define the elements one at a time rather than installing an operating system and a software stack from scratch. The more traditional way, you'll select an Amazon machine image called an AMI, and instead of choosing the right CPU, memory, network adapters, and then adding them to the physical motherboard, you choose the instance type that matches your application needs. And then rather than purchasing storage drives and sliding them into the server chassis, you define virtual storage volumes available through the Elastic Block Store, or EBS. Now, EBS is not the only storage option for EC2, but it is the preferred storage option for the OS boot volumes. Amazon machine images. So an image is a software bundle that was built from a template definition and made available within a single AWS region. This bundle can be copied to a freshly created storage volume, and once the image is extracted, will become a bootable drive. That will turn the VM into its fully operational server. The nice thing about AMIs is that they are available in so many flavors. You can select AMIs that will give you clean, cloud-optimized operating systems like official versions of Red Hat, Ubuntu, Windows Server, or Amazon's own Linux. But you can also find the OS you need preloaded with one of hundreds of popular software stacks like OpenVPN, TensorFlow, Juniper Firewall, already installed and ready to go, and also checkpoint firewalls. AMIs are organized into 4 collections: the quick start set and custom AMIs that you may create, and then the marketplace, and then finally the community AMIs. Quick start AMIs, Amazon makes about 3 dozen or so very popular AMIs, easily available through the Quick Start tab on the Choose an Amazon Machine Image page. The first page you'll face when you choose the Launch Instance button in the EC2 dashboard. For the most part, they're free tier eligible. This means that launching them on a lightweight instance type within an account's first year will incur no costs. So the available Linux distributions you'll find here are mostly categorized as long-term support releases, meaning that they'll be eligible for security and functional updates for at least 5 years from the original release date. This can be an important consideration for deployment planning, since you often prefer not to have to rebuild your production servers any more than absolutely necessary. Even outside of the free tier, the use of open source operating systems like Ubuntu and CentOS will always be free, but other choices like Windows Server and Red Hat and Linux will carry normal licensing charges. So once you launch an instance running one of those images, the charges will be billed through your AWS account. And so besides the general purpose OS choice available through the Quick Start, you can also find images optimized for deep learning, container hosting, .NET Core, and Microsoft SQL Server. Now let's go ahead and bring up go into EC2 and we'll launch an instance. And here is you see that the Quick Start is highlighted, and these are the Quick Start images. So we've got the Amazon Linux 2 AMI. You've got Mac OS. You got several Mac OS versions. You got Red Hat Linux available. You have SUSE Linux, Ubuntu Server, Microsoft Windows, Deep Learning, Debian, Microsoft Server 2019. Quite a few, right? So these are on the Quick tab. So there's quite a few. Here's a Amazon Linux with long-term support, right? Ubuntu Server with long-term support. So you can go and select one of these images. That's the first step, right? And then we're going to talk about my AMIs next, and then the marketplace and the community AMIs. So there are four locations for AMIs. So creating your own AMIs, right? So using the okay. Alright, so we're going to go with using the marketplace and community AMIs first. So AWS Marketplace is a software store managed by Amazon where vendors can make their products available to customers as ready to run AMIs. Or in addition, formats like CloudFormation stacks and containers. Companies like SAP, Oracle, NVIDIA will package their software solutions into AMIs and often running on one or more Linux distributions. When you select the Marketplace AMI, you'll be shown its total billing cost broken down into separate software licenses and EC2 infrastructure amounts. For example, the Barracuda firewall AMI at this time was $1.68 for each hour of software. Well, here, let's just go look at one. So let's go into the marketplace and we'll just go wow. Alright, we'll just do a search for Checkpoint. So here is a Checkpoint. This is the BYL, or bring your own license. So you've got that, or you've got this Checkpoint Security Management, or this Checkpoint Network Security Firewall with Threat Prevention, right? So it starts at 75 cents an hour, or $2,800 a year. So for this, and that's for the software license. Then you also have to pay for the actual machine time. So you have both the software time and then the machine time. So if I select this here, right, it's going to show me, right, if I do a C5 large instance type, the software is going to run me 75 cents an hour, and then the machine itself is going to be 8.5 cents an hour, or for a total of 83 53.5 cents an hour, right? That's for a C5 large. So you know, that's doesn't sound like a lot of money, but you've got 83.5 cents an hour times 720 hours a month is $600 a month, right? So that's the smallest implementation that you can do with this is a C5 large at $600 a month, right? So that's quite a bit, and then but it goes up, right? So if you and the software costs more the bigger the machine, so they charge you more for knowing that you got a bigger environment. So it's $15 an hour at 720 hours. It's going to be considerable money for the large implementation. So 15,388 times 720, 15 times 720. There's something wrong there. 15,388 times 720. That's much better. But yeah, $11,000 a month. So this product costs $600 to $11,000 a month, depending on the size of the machine that you select. And so we're not going to do that. So we'll go continue on. So that was the marketplace. Some of them, like that one, did offer a limited free trial on the software for 30 days. Some do not. And then if you're looking for a more specialized image built with a software stack that's not available in the marketplace or quick start, there are more than 100,000 AMIs to choose from in the community AMI. Some are supported but recognized vendors such as Canonical, but others are provided as is, often by end users like you. And given the informal sources of some community AMIs, you must take responsibility for security and reliability of any AMIs you launch from the community. So here's the community AMI, and some of them are checkpoint, but so let's not do checkpoint. Let's see. Right, so there's just tons, right? There's 147,323 community AMIs, right? So there's quite a few already built. They might meet your needs, right? But if none of those meet your needs, it's possible to convert any EC2 instance into an AMI by creating a snapshot from the EBS volumes used with an instance and then creating an image from that snapshot. The resulting image will be available as an AMI either in the AMIs menu of the EC2 dashboard or the My AMIs tab in the Choose an Amazon Image page. But why bother? Well, suppose you spend a full week carefully configuring an instance as your company's application server. In fact, you did such a good job that you'd now like to be able to deploy exact copies of the instance to meet growing demand of your application. One way to make that both possible and painless is to create an AMI from your instance and select the AMI whenever another instance is needed. So that's a good reason for creating your own AMIs. So that concludes this portion of this video with the EC2 AMI. We'll actually get into the instance types in the next video.